Let's imagine, like the video I made yesterday, I was telling us of what I observed as a car was passing by, and I observed that there was a name written on it, data service, and this is where the world is going to now. And basically I've tried to investigate the world of data analysis and analyst, data science, and observe one thing that is common to all, despite how broad it may be, is that anybody that has good foundation in Excel usage, advanced Excel in particular, we actually excel. Yes. Having said that, now we'll begin to build our project. Every analyst should have a catalog of projects to be displayed to help him or her to sell himself to the world. And now join in my journey as we journey together to build data analytical world for ourselves, beginning from advanced Excel. This is just an appetizer actually, but the advantage of this for us is that we know how to design forms that our organization may need, and you know what, they will be happy that they employ us when we are employed as data analysts. Even as finance and accounting person, when you have this deep knowledge, you can do a lot for your organization and minimize and save costs. Okay, having said that, we are going now into the details of how to build an invoice and send it digitally to your customer. So this is the Excel we are going to be using, and the first thing we need to do now is to have a name. So we want to build and have a name of the organization. What should we call it? Okay, let's say for quick name, please, you need to follow fully, attentively, especially for those that are new to Excel and the like, because I may be going into a bit of advanced Excel and the like, and that is the purpose of building our catalog of projects as data analyst or as finance and accounting person. Now say GJAMES, the analyst, Analyst. I hope it's correct. Please, if it's not correct, pardon me, so that we can move fast and gain the knowledge that we actually expect to gain in this video. Okay, so the Analyst Limited. Big name. Wow. Okay, so this is done. Now an invoice should ordinarily have some elements. Now we are going to build it, and it's going to be very beautiful, you know. So should have the date, right? The date of that we invoice our clients. You should have the description, right, of what we sold or the service we render. You should have invoice number, right? What other thing do you remember that an invoice should have? Quantity, yeah, okay. Should have quantity and the like. You should have, if possible, the name of the bank that they are to remit our money into, right? So you can say bank details. You are going to see how we are going to move all these things around later. So going to have our bank details and the like. What other information do we want? Okay, the address, our address, that is the buyer's address and the seller's address. So you should have that and that. So let's start with this, and as we continue, the more we remember, we put it down. Okay, so the date, I think we should use address first. There should be address of the seller and the like. So here you can just put XYZ Avenue Coastal area, any city in the world, right? Which city do you like? Okay, so you put it. That is the address of the company. Then we should have like a telephone and email. You see, we are beginning to remember so many things. Email of the company, because it's good. They want to reach us, out to us, not even on a transaction, maybe on later transactions and the like. So we put the email address at, okay, should we still say XYZ? Okay, at yourcompany.com, your business, your business.com, right? Okay, then we should have equally have the telephone number. So the telephone number, where should it be? So we'll put something there, right? That's the company number, the dates that we transacted, right? And maybe any other thing. Okay, having done that, invoice number show somewhere. Okay, then the description of the item, the quantity of the item purchased or that they've inquired from us. This will be coming later, right? What other thing? Okay, serial number, as much as we can remember and as much as you want to put by the time you are designing your home. So quantity, description, and amount, right? We must definitely remember to put amount of the item. So could be 1, 2, 3, depending on how many items we are able to sell to them. The quantity of the item, the item sold here, and the amount of the item sold. Of course, can now have the bank details, that you want them to remit your money after they've paid. Okay, then of course you are going to issue them receipts. So this can be used as invoice as receipts too, but let's do an invoice for now. So bank ABC Limited or Incorporated. So okay, so basically this should be minimal information that will be in your invoice, right? So the next thing now that we want to achieve is to try as much as possible to begin to design. We just lay down the items. Basically we are yet to design. So let us have a design now for our project. So first of all, we can align this, right? Yeah, it's becoming better, and we can have all this could be bolding, right? Is becoming better. The invoice number, this you could have a nice color for it. Okay, so we could equally design these ones now to have a bit of different colors, you know. Sometimes how those items could, we've gotten some receipt that will be like, oh, we really like to have this receipt because it's really looks nice. So okay, this nice. Then this can be plain. Okay, so then we can repeat what we have here to the next one, and to the next one, and to the next one. Okay, it looks a bit okay. It doesn't really match, right? So let's ensure that it matches. Okay, and we make this 9, the ninth item. Having done this, we can give, okay, so let this one come down a bit and give. So for the alignment here, let's even remove, okay, let's allow it to be, right? Let's allow it to be. I hope we are together. So let's create a column here too. I hope we are following. We need to follow, please. We need to follow fully, please, so that we can be on the same page. Okay. Honest, I wouldn't know why this. Okay, so don't mind computer sometimes. When we are trying to do some things, it could be, yeah. So you see, what am I trying to do? I'm only trying to ensure that everything aligns and more beautiful. So this has now, so all these ones now basically good. So let's have a shade here too. Okay, so basically we can design a borderline. We are trying to design a borderline. That is basically what I'm trying to do here. For those of us that have been, Gbenga, what are you trying to do? Designing a borderline, so that we know how not to pass the boundary of our invoice. And of course, it gives the presentation more. It could be any color. Don't mind my choice of color. You can decide to use your own color and just ensure that it represents, especially when you have organizations color and logo, use it to the best of the ability. Okay, so with this, you can, the quantity of the items can be added now, the description of what they want to buy, the amount. Okay, what we've not done is we need to give a total figure, right? So just as I said, as much as we remember, we put them down. So as much as we remember, we put them down. So the amount, you tally them. So you say, I want to believe being here, what's the time, right? So anything you put here now, you will have the figure automatically summed up. Let's just try to put a figure down. You see, it automatically generates your total. Let's ensure that this is in black so that everybody can see. You make another sales. I don't want to waste our time, but this is important aspect that I need to put through so that we know how to do some sum up for your organization. So anything, any figure that comes here, once you've done this, you can give it to any salesperson and they continue to use the templates. It's some sort, they don't need to come back to you, they just use it. So the quantity, that one will not need sum up. They just need to type here. I will not type because we don't need to waste time like that. So another thing that I could see we need to put, now we need to put, is good that when we have total in figures, we should have two in narrative. So you put, this is 10,000 plus now, so that should be in words, right? So 10, I'm not going to finish writing it, but put it 10,800 and blah blah blah. So ensure you put it here. Then don't forget the details of your bank and the like, the address, the query issue, everything is here. Now I told us that we can use this and send it digitally without you needing to attach this file to your customer. All you need to do is you copy the area like this, then you paste it into your email. Off it goes. But there are some type, depending on their coding, that may not receive it on time. So you can first of all let it land. As you copy it now, you can paste it in Word document, then you lift it as a picture and put it in your email, then off it goes. From GJAMES Associate channel, if you are yet to subscribe, I want to believe you add value for your time. Please go and subscribe, share, like the video, comment if there are any gray area you need clarification, and of course you may need to watch it over and over again so that you can really digest what we have done. Next, we are going to be designing using pivotal table and presenting dashboard and the like. This is just an appetizer, like I said, but we are going into the journey with me as I become analyst, data analyst, and this is the knowledge that is residual. I am very good in advanced Excel and the like. Of course, there are other applications that one must learn to become a data scientist, data analyst, and the like. But if you are strong here, you can build your portfolio. Of course, you could be employed as a junior data scientist, support staff, and the like. And then you build the career up, especially when we are strong in the area of accounting and finance background. From GJAMES Associate Gbenga Olatunji FCA has been speaking. We are value to life. We are value to your businesses.